I'm Eugene, the skipper of a 90-year-old sailboat. Here is my beauty. It was built in Norway in 1935, about 90 years ago. First it was built as a fishing boat, so it was calculated for going into the storms in the Norwegian winter, high seasons, so the whole construction is very solid. It's a very solid wooden construction, several layers of wood. It can tolerate much. Most of the wooden construction below the deck is still original from 1935. At that time they didn't use nails. Almost never used nails. What they used are wooden pins. So the wooden details are connected with wooden pins, and surprisingly it still holds. Later in 1970s the boat was rebuilt into the leisure boat. They have built larger cabins. The mast, two masts, they were in the original plans. So behind the bridge we have a salon with seating places for about 8 persons, a stove, place for cooking food, all there in the salon. And ahead of the salon we have the bridge, the toilet, the head, and ahead of the bridge we have another 2 compartments with 8 beds, berths. So if we talk about sailing, the type of this boat is called ketch. It means that we have 2 masts. The main mast, the largest mast, is ahead of the mizzen. When I bought this boat about 7 years ago, it had only 2 small sails, so I spent some time making new gaffs, booms, topmast, and a bowsprit. Now the boat carries 6 sails, totally of 120 square meters. So this boat is almost 15 meters long and it weighs about 30 tons. A modern boat of the same size may weigh 8 tons, 10 tons, maybe 12 tons, but this one is very heavy. Because of this we really need a lot of wind to move it. So these 6 sails we have are the staysail ahead of the main mast. It is the main working sail. We set it first and we take it down last. So the main sail is there, gaff-rigged main sail. Above it we can set topsails. We have one topsail that is behind the main mast, and we can also add flying jib, small triangle sail on the top. Behind, on the mizzen mast, we have a relatively small sail mizzen, but it is very important for balancing the boat. When going under all other sails, you know, these sails are mostly in front of the center point. So to counterbalance the power of wind, we need mizzen. And finally, the largest sail we have is a jib. It is a head, and it goes from topmast down to the bowsprit, but bowsprit is retracted now. In some other videos I will show how we put the bowsprit on place and how we sail with the jib. In almost any harbor where we stop, people get interested into this boat because it looks so different from all other boats. Actually, there is only one boat like this in the whole world. Nothing standard. And because of this, I made this plate with some information about the boat. People stop and read. I hope they get to know something interesting. Yeah. And now, welcome on board. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Under Brown Sails. Welcome. Now I try to show you what we have on the bridge, and we start from the most important thing. So we will go from the most important to less important. So the most critical infrastructure is here, and one of the most important things is VHF radio. So we can communicate to other ships, and in case of emergency we can contact rescue. It is the most important thing. So we have also navigation, quite critical, and in some waters like northern Norway you have a lot of rocks underwater, so you really need good navigation equipment. So with the map it will be very difficult. And then we have engine control, and here we look mostly at the engine temperature. So the most common thing that happens to the engine, old engine, is overheating. So it's very important to control, and to control the temperature I have also installed another temperature measuring device with alarm. So steering wheel, and it is not that important, but I have also installed autopilot that can steer the boat. This is self-made bronze wheel and small electrical motors. When we go onto the sail, it can help to steer while setting the sails. So navigation slide, it's not that often we go in the night, but if we do that, it's important to have them. What else? And safety equipment is very important. So we have this compartment with flyers and lights and everything. In case of emergency, we can give a signal. So from this place I steer the boat when we go onto the motor. When we are sailing, I steer from here, but it's very often I have to run around and come back sometimes. So compass, in nowadays it's not that important. You actually never use it until you have problems with your navigation, and I don't trust modern navigation, so I'm ready for losing all the equipment. So I have maps, I have compass, and I can navigate without modern equipment. Never happened to me before that I lose navigation. What else? That was like critical things, and here is just decoration. Theoretically, the bell can be used in fog or other reduced visibility conditions, but it's only theoretically. Here we have 3 signs from previous regattas that we made between Lofoten Islands and the Norwegian coast. So we did it in 2018, 2019, then we had Corona. 2 years left, then in 2022. Very nice regatta, one day across very dangerous waters of Westfjorden in Norway. What else? Welcome to the Salon. Yes, here we spent most of the time on board, and this salon is rather unusual. We have a lot of lights, windows. Not every boat has so much light. Everything is not only comfortable, not so comfortable as it is rational here. Everything has a purpose. For example, this table can move, but sometimes it should be stable, not to fall down when we go 45 degrees when going under the sail. So same about everything. We have this stuff that keeps things in place everywhere. You see, everywhere. And we don't want anything to fly around when we go sailing, so we keep all stuff inside these locks. You see, everything is fixed. Same here, same with plates. And we don't want to leave these like this when we go out. It will fall down, guaranteed. Yes, we have a lot of space everywhere, and we spent months and months on this boat, so we need a lot of stuff. We have some hidden places everywhere, and we have some very nice surprises from the previous owner. I can show you only one secret. So see this? It's both ventilation and it access to gas for cooking food. Very practical and very nice. What else? For years now I'm trying to delete anything of plastic from this board, and you see now we have mostly brass and copper, wood, and very little plastic. These are important things when you sail. When it's raining, it's wet outside, and you are working with sails, you're always wet. So we can put some wood into the oven and dry our clothes. And this is what I added to the boat. Special door. It's mechanized like this because you cannot have so high door, it will not open. So I have to do it like this. Yes, so the board gives a lot of possibilities for making something better, to improve things, to add something, and you can do it forever. There is always enough things to do. That's it. Here is the head, bathroom and shower and toilet. When I bought this boat, there was a lot of plastic here, and since then I continuously replace all of plastic with bronze and wood. Here we have now the wooden thing, is a bronze crown. Here is a shower. It can be used exactly as a normal shower, hot, cold water, good pressure in the pipes. For some privacy, we have curtains. And these bronze details are not only of aesthetic reasons. So they are made of bronze because they are much stronger than plastic ones. Because when you sail and the boat rolls and goes like 45 degrees to one side, and you try to use the toilet, the plastic things don't tolerate it. They break immediately. Here, ahead of the bridge, we have two living compartments. There are 4 beds in the first compartment, one over each other, and here we keep our sails when we don't have many guests. So some place is used as a storage room here. We have many spare sails. They are all 40-50 years old, so it's nice to have some spare parts. And from here we go into the next compartment. Is used the living room. And it is also used as storage. Below you see the 104 years old sewing machine. So this compartment has both ventilation, skylight, and they have heating, both from motor and from electricity.